All right, good evening, everyone. We are talking about storms. As you can see right now on Max Track, we are tracking this line of showers and thunderstorms that we have been talking about now for several days. So we're going to kind of give you an overview of what is going on. So if you're popping on and you want to say hello and where you're watching from, if you have any questions, I'll try to get to some of those, but I'm going to try to move pretty quickly through all this just to give you all the details and get off of here and then get ready for the 11 p.m. because this line is going to be probably moving through the Lexington area maybe just before or right around the 11 o'clock newscast. So as you can see, there's some action that's just kind of aligning the river right now. We've really not been looking at, move this mouse over here, we've not really been seeing a whole lot that's been going on today. In fact, I said that most of this weekend actually would be on the quieter side, and that's pretty much what we have seen. The shaded red colors that you see, that's the tornado watch. That's in effect until 1 a.m. and that's for far northern Kentucky, all of our counties up there, from Lewis County all the way down through about Nelson County, back over toward Louisville, and all the way down toward Grayson County, toward the E-Town, and then on back toward Owensboro. So our Lexington viewing area is not under a tornado watch just yet. I fully anticipate that they will expand that to cover our viewing area. We'll probably just have to give them maybe another hour or so to do that. There is one tornado warning in Kentucky right now that is for Breckinridge County. That's until 8:45, and then we also have a couple up just northeast of Cincinnati. I was watching the storms kind of blow through Cincinnati. There was a ton of lightning, all this lightning up around the Dayton area. A lot of lightning, probably some strong winds, probably some hail. We said that all of the modes of severe weather are on the table tonight. Heavy rain, torrential downpours locally, large hail is a big possibility, damaging wind or straight line winds is a possibility, tornadoes is a possibility. We really hope that this line fizzles and fades as we move through the night. Obviously, we're losing the daytime heating, but there's still quite a bit of moisture and also heat and warmth to work with. So let's go ahead and go on through the show. We've been watching this line again kind of progress and move over toward Kentucky. And so you can see this is a sharp cold front. There's also been blizzard-like conditions and a lot of snow that's been flying around the Great Lakes and into Canada. This is all a part of the same system. It just depends on where you are as to what kind of weather you're receiving from this cold front. You can see all of the severe thunderstorm warnings that have been aligning the river, and then of course now trying to push over into Ohio. We also have more of those severe thunderstorm warnings. Let me click on this one, that are right now moving into, again, western Kentucky. So multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. Those are the orange polygons that you see. So from the Cincinnati area over toward Columbus, Owensboro right now kind of inundated with these severe thunderstorm warnings, and then stretching all the way back toward western Kentucky and West Tennessee as well. So again, the line is coming. It really hasn't slowed down. It hasn't sped up. No, we were talking about the potential of this line coming in really late in the evening, and so that's indeed what it is doing. Temperatures right now still in the upper 60s to the low 70s, so still quite a bit of warmth to work with. What actually helped us today is we had a lot in the way of cloud cover. I think that will go a long way to helping us maybe not see so much strong activity. But there you can see again the shaded boxes, that's the tornado watch, and then all of the flashing red boxes, those are tornado warnings. The orange polygons, those are severe thunderstorm warnings. So you can see it's right upon us. It just has not made it over to us just yet. And yet again, the SPC has shifted the enhanced risk, obviously dropping off the states that have already been impacted and the storm has already moved through. So now it's just kind of hyper-focused on Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, and all the way down toward Louisiana. Notice, though, how our entire viewing area is under this enhanced risk, or level 3 out of 5. And so we've been talking about kind of what this means. There's the potential that we could see a tornado out of this. The yellow shaded color, and now they've updated this too, so I'm going to have to move my 10%. So my 10%, let's just go ahead and do that right now, is where the yellow is. So in this yellow shaded area, there is a 10% chance of a tornado in that area. So that does include Lexington. It includes most of Fayette County. Then the brown color is 5%, the green color is 2%. So obviously the highest threat for a tornado runs from Cincinnati down through Lexington, includes Danville, our far western counties, and then over toward western Kentucky. I'm going to go ahead and save this graphic so I can use that at the 11. So you're getting real time. I can update these graphics as I'm talking to you all. All right, let's move back over toward the wind risk. This is, and it's also been changed as well. So the significant wind risk is a 45% chance in the purple area. It looks like now some of this purple area has been shaved off a little bit. Now there's more of the red, which is a 30% chance of significant wind, and that would be 58 miles per hour plus. So that's going to be getting up near tropical storm force winds. Anything 60 miles per hour plus is considered severe. It may even be 58 now. So 58 mile per hour plus winds would be severe. Anything over that obviously is capable of doing damage. So that's why the SPC has us placed in that purple shaded area. That's, again, 45% chance that you could have a wind gust 58 plus miles per hour, 58 miles per hour or greater. Hail size, we've been talking about the possibility of receiving hail. Let me put this into place. You can see what is actually severe. Your pea size, dime size, nickel size is not severe, but once it gets to the size of a quarter, the coin quarter, that's 1 inch in diameter. That's severe hail. Then you move on up to 1.5 inches. That's ping pong size hail, golf ball size hail, tennis ball, baseball, softball. Obviously, we're not anticipating on getting any of the golf ball size hail or larger, but it is always a possibility. So again, I think we had a report in far western Kentucky, it may have even been southern Indiana, I think it was Jefferson County, Indiana, of quarter-sized hail. So that would be, again, 1 inch in diameter. Okay, so let's walk through future tracks so I can show you kind of what is going on. The line is still anticipated on reaching us between 10 and 11 o'clock. So that's another hour or so that we could start to see this moving in. Again, I do fully anticipate that we're going to be at least under a severe thunderstorm watch before we get any warnings. However, a tornado watch is still a possibility too. Again, remember, a watch comes before the warning. The watch is you're kind of watching to see what's going on. The ingredients of the storm are there, they're in place, but there's no actual threatening storm at that time. If there were, then that would be a warning to be issued. So you can see this line, it's really kind of cleaned up. This last model run of our Barron model, the line is just kind of elongated and cleaned up a little bit, whereas before it was just kind of scattered around. Moving toward about midnight, you can see the line pushes into eastern and southeastern Kentucky, still has the potential of holding some really strong winds, but I think the farther east it travels, the more it will continue to kind of lose those severe properties. You're losing the heat from the day, you're losing, obviously now it's dark outside, we're losing the heat source, the sun. Still have a lot of moisture and still could potentially hold a lot of wind, but I feel like the tornado threat at that point will be greatly diminished. So that will be good for eastern Kentucky. Could be just a few lingering showers on through the rest of the night. Heading into your Monday morning, it's going to be a soggy start. There's going to be some place that just picks up a lot of rain. And then beyond that, for the rest of your Monday, we do really start to dry back out. It turns chilly tomorrow. Temperatures will be falling all day. Tuesday, they're going to be cool as well. Then we get another huge surge of warmth on Wednesday, just ahead of our next storm maker. That's going to be moving in Wednesday night and into Thursday, and then pretty much just kind of stalling out and lingering through the remainder of the week. As far as what's coming in tonight, it looks like the rain totals have dropped off a little bit more, so I'd say maybe between 1/2 inch up to 1 inch. There could be some spots that receive as much as maybe 1.5 inches of rain from this, but There are plenty more chances to pick up rain, heavy rain, and thunderstorms throughout this entire work week. Therefore, over the next 7 days, this graphic is crazy. We could pick up anywhere between 3 and 10 inches of rain just in the next 7 days. Lexington around 5. You've got just over in Woodford County, 7 inches of rain. That's going to carry you over toward Louisville, southern Indiana, down through Bowling Green, and then near Owensboro through down to Paducah and far western Kentucky. 10 inches of rain is expected in the next 7 days. Now, it will be spread out over the next 7 days. We're not going to get all of this in one day, thank goodness. But this could definitely lead to flooding concerns. So we're going to continue to keep you posted and updated on all of this as we move throughout the next several days. Again, this could be a pretty big deal as far as the flooding is concerned. So let's go back to radar. So we're tracking, okay, there's another tornado warning that has been issued for just west of, it's quite a bit west of Lexington. It's just south of Louisville. This is going to be for Bullitt County, Hardin County, and Meade County. Then you also have the same one that I've just mentioned before in Breckinridge County. That one's until 8:45. The one for Bullitt and Hardin County is until 10 o'clock. So again, they're moving. They're on the way. You can see there's a lot of lightning back over. So I anticipate that what is falling right now just west of Louisville, Shepherdsville, and west of E-Town will continue to move east and eventually reach our neck of the woods. Again, I also do anticipate that the National Weather Service in Louisville will expand the tornado watch. Right now it ends at Shelby County, Henry County, and Owen County, so just west and northwest of us and north. As you can see, Lexington, the Lexington viewing area, and all of southern eastern Kentucky are not included in the tornado watch right now. Yeah, so I just saw a comment over here, ways to stay safe. This is going to be more of kind of an overnight event. If people are heading to bed right now, you're going to want ways to wake yourself up. Downloading our free Storm Tracker weather app from your app store, that is a great way to stay aware of the weather that is coming in, because you can turn on your location and it will let you know when there is a warning or a watch issued. And it usually gives the EAS, Emergency Alert System, tornado, the real loud buzz noise. It will usually do that. So you can turn the volume up. You can set that tone probably to the level that you need to wake up. If you have a NOAA weather radio, that is also a great source. So have a couple of different ways to receive these warnings before you go to bed. We were talking about the places to be that's safest in a thunderstorm. Basement, if you have it. Not necessarily just a thunderstorm, but a tornado warning particularly. There's another tornado warning that's been issued for E-Town. That's Hardin County. That's until 10 p.m. So right now there are 3 tornado warnings in Kentucky. Again, still nothing for the Lexington area. These are mostly south of Louisville. And there's a lot of rain with this. Not sure about hail. There's a ton of lightning. You can see that here on MaxTrack. So again, before you go to bed, have a plan and know where you ought to go and where you should go during if there is a tornado warning that is issued. So again, you can see the tornado watch in effect until 1 a.m. rather. That's the shaded red colors that you see that covers northern Kentucky and then on the way down toward the Louisville area. Back over to the west, they've been expired, kind of dropped off from the tornado watch because the storm has now passed and that is moving quickly toward us. Cincinnati still kind of in the mix of some strong thunderstorms. You've got a couple of tornado warnings just southeast of Dayton, northeast of Cincinnati, and you can still see those orange polygons too. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings, one of those being for Campbell County, Kentucky, until 9:45, and then you also have more back over where the tornado warnings are. Now they're just kind of starting to pile up, and that makes it really difficult for us meteorologists to try to get the information out to you, and they just kind of put one on top of each other. But that is the nature of severe weather, so we'll do the best that we can to explain all of that to you. Some very heavy rain trying to push right now into Owen County. Obviously, we've got all that back over to the west that's still yet to come. So, again, we're still on pace to receive severe weather. I've been saying for the last day or two, it's going to be right around 11 o'clock when this kind of comes in. So that's probably what it's going to be. It may even be right around when we're doing the 11 o'clock newscast. So hopefully that was clear for you. Again, strong line of storms that we've been talking about. Okay, just as I said it, the tornado watch has been issued, at least for part of our area. I fully anticipate it filling in the Lexington, the Bluegrass region as well. That's going to be for counties like Harrison, Scott, Franklin, Woodford, Fayette, kind of just filling in some of these gaps. But right now the watch has been expanded to include Lincoln County, Casey County, Russell County, Adair County back over toward Campbellsville. So 3 counties in our area, Lincoln, Casey, and Russell County, and that's going to go until 3 or 4 a.m. Eastern Central, depending. It's going to be 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Central Time. So again, tornado watch. Again, we're watching the storms kind of come in. The ingredients are there. There's no storm threatening Lincoln or Casey or Russell County just yet, but they're putting this watch out in advance so that way you can prepare for the storms that are expected to come through. So again, tornado watch, and I fully anticipate Boyle County, Garrett County, Lexington, Fayette County, Woodford County to be included in this as we move throughout the next, maybe even the next few minutes. So hail a possibility. There have been a lot of wind reports from this system in its history as it's been barreling through several different states. I believe there has only been, let me check really quick to see what the SPC storm reports are. I know that there were 2 tornadoes, still only 2 tornadoes confirmed, or at least reported with damage. Maybe not necessarily confirmed by surveys from the National Weather Service. One was in Michigan, and the other one was in Ripley, Missouri. Other than that, it is a lot of wind reports, wind damage reports, excuse me, and hail reports. Some of the hail has been quarter-sized. I'm seeing maybe up around 1.5 inches. That's going to be closer to, I think, ping pong ball sized. Lots of quarter reports, quarter hail. So again, that's your 1 inch. That's the severe hail. Reports of golf ball sized hail in Illinois, near Evansville. Yes, Evansville, Illinois. Let's see, 1 inch. So I'm seeing a lot of inch and a half hail. So again, that's a possibility. Now, I believe that this storm will weaken a bit more as it continues to come into the Lexington area. So hopefully the hail will not be that size. But again, hail a possibility, wind a definite possibility. Tornadoes are also a possibility. It's not off the table. Although remember, they've kind of started to shave back some of those the areas. It looks less likely for eastern Kentucky to receive a tornado than, say, the Cynthiana area over toward Louisville and then back down toward Bowling Green and western Kentucky. So one more look here at MaxTrack. Again, a couple of tornado warnings back over around Shepherdsville, E-Town, as that line starts to come through. Then we also have some more up around just northeast of Cincinnati, north of the Hillsborough area. So if you are watching LEX 18, definitely tune in at 11. I'll have an update as this line continues to come through. If we have any more warnings to pop up ahead of this line and before the 11 p.m., I'll be breaking in on your TV so you can watch on there to get the latest. Please stay safe. Again, have ways to wake yourself up if you're going to bed and there's warnings. You're going to want to stay safe and have a way to alert you. And then also know where you're going to go. And have a flashlight, have some shoes ready, and water, phone chargers, things like that. You know the drill. This is not our first rodeo with severe storms. However, we do have to, of course, stay safe and continue to give you guys the latest information to try to help keep you safe. Do stay weather aware, stay safe, and that is all for me tonight. Hopefully we kind of just roll on through this without any kind of wind or hail or tornadoes or anything. That would be great. All right, guys, have a great night.